What is up, everybody? We're going to jump into this. So thank you so much for being part of the MTC Rider Academy. We got a bunch of stuff planned, but we got to do some AARs. We got to figure out what's happening in these videos. From what I understand, there's going to be a nice rescue video. Oh, we got to go back. I didn't see that. Let's see. All right, got a little ducky. Side of the vehicle. I think you guys understand that. Side of the vehicle. I got a little red dot. Uh-oh, breaking out. Must be my period. We're going to be going a putt bug. Interesting. You caught me there. So yeah, we got a side of the vehicle. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. It's going to be a normal intersection situation. You see it way ahead of time. He's already reacting to all these things. You know, part of planning your ride is positioning for safety, and we located a hazardous situation. It's an intersection. We are assessing if this is a relevant threat. It's a side of the vehicle crossing the far right lane. They're going to go into our lane. Okay, that's where their nose is pointed. So we have to navigate this situation. So if we're just kind of waving our hands, it's not going to be what we need to do. So they're in their lane, barely moved over. They kind of saw us, but I'd rather switch into this lane so that we're completely away. Man, my hair's... I haven't shaved in a while. Wanted to see how bald I really was, and it is what it is. oh, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. What are we doing? Okay, he's stalled. Nice champion jacket. That's definitely not going to be a motorcycle jacket. Okay, let's go back just a little bit here. Let's see what happened. So we're coming around a corner. This is once again, we're going to be positioned for safety. We're in a good position. Okay, I like this position. We can have really good line of sight, decent space cushions left and right. But we got to locate hazardous situations. That's this area. It's a corner, and assessing if a relevant threat. Right now, we don't know. So we're in a great position, and we're constantly scanning, constantly doing this. So what happened is that he did see it. It was a little bit hard for us, but this vehicle did cross over. Look at their right tires right here, basically. They're like on the line. I don't know if they're trying to avoid this person or they're just terrible at driving. Either way, we need to do something. He's already doing something. So this is good. Okay, I didn't like the other one, but this is good. He's finding that escape path. Very good. I absolutely love it. So what you need to be doing with that is, you know, we see something, you make a move. You either emergency brake, emergency swerve, do a little bit of both, but don't like slam the brakes and try to swerve. You're not going to go anywhere. So that's what happened here. Lost a little traction because he slammed the brakes. So if you're going to be swerving, purposefully do it. And then when you're getting into that area, that like the shoulder, then you start doing progressive braking. Okay, so that you find those escape paths, and these shoulders are really good. Did a great job. I wouldn't have turned around because, once again, this is a hazardous situation. A vehicle could be coming around that corner just like that person did, but we're in that blind spot because it's that blind corner that's happening. So very, very dangerous. Didn't even look right. Okay, the camera's on his face. Didn't even look right to see. Just blinded by getting pissed off. So not good, but handled it. Oh, best of visibility. Hey, it's a quad lock. So we're coming up through here. Whoa! It's because of the sandals. Come on, man. Slides. So when we handle situations, okay, we want to be able to talk to people. I do got that little red dot. I got a zit right on the forehead. We do want to try to make it to where it's less confrontational. Okay, I know it's going to be hard because we are in a deadly situation. You know, if we do fall down, we could crack our head. So yeah, I get it. So a very high stress moment. That's the whole point of the Smart Rider drills and everything that we do right here is to get you used to your motorcycle and what it's able to handle and able to brake, and you're not in that high stress. The more practice you do, the better. And then practicing your planning your ride, riding around, actively, you know, looking and searching for things. But yeah, if you want to check that out, love it. It helps out quite a bit. But let's get into here. So got super close, not a fun thing, you know, but when you make it confrontational, they're just going to argue with you. So they're going to match your energy unless you wanted to try to dominate them. And so if you're like super pissed and you want them to say, I'm sorry, that's not usually going to happen. People get defensive. Walls go up when they feel aggression. So try your best to just be like, hey man, I almost hit you. Be very careful. Okay. I'll see you later. Just kidding. You won't see them later, but and then take off. Don't like try to argue and get them to apologize. It's not going to happen. It's only going to cause you more stress, cause them stress, and then you're going to be thinking about it all day, especially for the rest of your ride. It's not good. Speed operator. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay. Road rage. Yeah, that's when I would honk the horn. That's when I would honk the horn. So real quick, let's take a look at this. We have our buddies way up front. So it looks like they passed him on a double yellow. This guy's pretty pissed. You know, he did pull into his like neighborhood. So I'm assuming he's the rent-a-cop around there. So right here, we're going 50. We had to emergency decelerate. Okay, we got a vehicle behind us. You see that in the mirror? So that person also has to do it. So this is a very dangerous situation for speed operator because he did have good line of sight. He had a great position. This is a good spot. This is where I like to ride. Maybe a little bit middle, but you know, if I need to have line of sight, a space cushion, and an escape route when it comes to planning your ride, what I like to do is be right here. And this guy just takes it. So this is not a good situation. Hopefully we don't get sandwiched in, but good job on the braking, didn't panic. So what he did was just do engine brake and roll off that throttle and then squeeze a little bit of the brake. So you're getting that RPMs going down and also utilizing the brakes. And then he's probably downshifting. So probably a pretty skilled rider, full gear. You see the leathers on the mirror right over there. Handled it really well, wasn't passing, and that's what I don't want you guys doing. If you try to pass, it's around a blind corner, you don't know if somebody's coming, and then this person could just swerve and try to knock you out. So it's really good to stay behind, and this is where we talk on our cardos to our buddies up front. If you want a discount for a cardo right now, I believe it's 20% off if you use the link in the description. But talk to him, be like, hey, the Lexus guy that you guys passed, he's being a total douche, and I got his license plate over here. I'm going to not really do much because he didn't hit you, but complete douche. I'll catch up to you guys later. Go a little bit slow or whatever. I got to wait for this. Pretty simple. Just kind of talk to him. But then, yeah, this guy pulls in, so more than likely he's just being an asshole. There you go. And before we jump into the next video, don't try to catch up to your buddies by overcompensating your speed. If they're going 60 and you're like, I got to catch up, I'm going to go 80, 90, 100, you're going through corners at 89, 100 while they're doing like 60, because normally you would probably do 60, if that makes sense. I'm just assuming numbers, hypothetical. So if you could normally take these turns at 60, but you're going 80, 90, 100 to catch up, you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. That's why you talk to your buddies so they can go down to 30, 45 or whatever, and you can catch up at a safe speed, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. Australia. Okay, nice little corners. Very fun. A little bit blind, but not too bad. I mean, they're a little bit hills. This one looks sharper. You saw the body angle on the guy up front, and there it is. Ooh, could crush your leg. Could crush your leg. Okay, his leg's not crushed. So, like, imagine getting your leg accidentally in between that pressure point, or that where all the forces can go, and then it'll crush your calf. Maybe your tib fib can snap. Not a good situation, but the best it possibly could be. All right, so let's take a look at 85 miles per hour. Let's say kilometers. Let's say 8 kilometers. 85 kilometers an hour. 90. Okay, so this is the first turn. Okay, this turn was pretty easy, right? Pretty simple. We maintained 84. Not a bad deal. Middle. I like it. You don't really have a shoulder here, so you need to utilize the left, center, right. You need to utilize the left and the right as your space cushions in case anything happens in the middle. Some people are saying, hey, Dan, I don't agree with you on doing middle. I've been hearing that for years, and a lot of people say it's because, well, the engine oil drips. I mean, just look at the road. It's not really dripping, and if a car is moving at speed, you're going to have like a drop here, and then like 200, or not 200, but like maybe 20 yards away, another drop. The reason why you see a ton of drops at intersections is because people are sitting there consistently over time. Like lots of people are sitting there. Even if one vehicle is doing like 4 drops, well, the next time it's a red light, another vehicle does 4 drops, another vehicle and another vehicle. And that's why finally, like in a parking lot and stoplights, that's where you see it. Now, if somebody obviously like destroyed their oil pan and everything, and they're just leaking fluids and they're driving, they're not going to make it very far. But it does happen. We've seen that with crashes. So when I say middle, I truly mean it. You don't see anything. Now, if there is something in the middle, okay, you can easily swerve to the left or the right. And then when that is gone, you swerve back into the middle. That's it. So you only are there for the majority of the time, but if something like a road surface hazard that you recognize because it's a different color, it's an uncommon thing in a common situation, go ahead and move over. So right here, though, what I really wanted to get into is that he was going 85, 90 kilometers per hour for the first turn, and it was a simple turn. But then we get up to here, he's still doing 85, and it gets sharper, and there's the panic. Okay, so when we practice our slow speed skills, one thing I really like about, I just pulled one up. So we got the snake drill right here. So what you're doing is you're coming in and it's a nice wide turn, but then it's sharp. And then you come around and it's a nice wide turn. So that's a great example of going a little bit fast, then having to slow down, or slowing down and then having to speed up. So it's gonna make it to where you have to adjust your speed from slow, fast, and that's gonna be like this on the Snake 2. Okay, so what's happening here is that you're going slow around the first corner, but you can go a little bit wide, and you're like, oh, I can pick up speed. Nope, if you pick up too much speed, you're gonna miss this whole cone, which you guys can get right here. It's making you adjust, because you can't just stay 85, 85, 85 around every turn. You have to be able to roll off the throttle, use some brakes, adjust yourself, understand that the sharp turn's coming up, long, easy turn is there. So that's why I like to drill slow speed stuff. You're able to do it in a parking lot, 10, 15 miles an hour. And if you make a mistake at 10, 15 miles an hour, it's not a big deal. It can be, but if you're doing it at 80 kilometers per hour, it can be a really big deal. So right here, we're coming up to here. It's like not a big deal, not a big deal. So that's the first easy turn in the parking lot. Here's the next one. The easy, oh crap. And the goal with the parking lot is so you can do it sub-maximally. So you're not doing this and crushing your leg. You got very lucky, but we've seen people truly screw up. Before we jump into this one, I want to say a quick shout out to, or quick thank you to Cardo Pack Talk. We use the Cardo Pack Talk Edge here. Absolutely love it. Good Bluetooth comm system. Talk to your buddies here. Link in the description for a discount. Check it out. Hope you guys grab one. I use it. Love it. Bye. Here we go. Rev Moto BMW S1000RR. Very expensive bike. I'm assuming that's 120 kilometers. Oh, 120 kilometers an hour into the wall. He's walking? Very good.
God damn it.
Honestly, it could have been a lot worse. Did he break that branch? I don't know. Okay. The fact that he's able to be pissed off and throw his gloves on the ground means his body's working, he's breathing, his blood is flowing to his brain. He's not just brainstem, he's prefrontal cortex, because he's understanding, hey, this is a bad situation. He's got all his buddies here with gear helping lift the bike that probably is completely unrideable. But who knows? Bikes are pretty resilient. But after a crash like that, probably not. So let's take a quick look at this one. I don't know, man. Anybody here ride with a passenger like at these speeds? I mean, I know if you're skilled. I mean, I rode with Chris Paris on a track, and we were going absolutely insane. But I completely trusted him. He's a freaking champion and instructor for champ school. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not me. Probably highly skilled. Who knows? They're taking the risks. So here's the impact right into the face. And I just want you to see, he did hit the motorcycle instead of the guardrail. So very high impact. So just because you have leathers doesn't mean you're not going to have the impact. But thankfully with leathers, you have elbow, shoulder, back, possibly hip. I think hip, knee, and he's got those boots. He's got really good gauntlet gloves, full face helmet. But still, you could wrap yourself, which you can't see right here. But when he starts walking up here, he could have had his leg or his arm or his chest hit one of these right here. He could have went right underneath that. But the simple fact that he hit the motorcycle first, he didn't go under. So it's crazy how luck can play, but it's not something I want to play around with. But they're taking the risks. They do what they want to do. You know, if he was completely injured and dying, you know, you got a rescue pack right here, which is on the store. You know, stop the major bleeds, all that stuff. All right, Dylan Thompson with a Sure-On. These e-bikes are so fun. Okay, there's no running lights. Ooh, what the? Unintentional blindness, just couldn't see. I mean, their headlights should have picked that up, right? Their headlights should have picked them up, but why are we taking, I don't know. I don't want to blame them.
Hey, are you good?
Too much. But if, you know, are we going the speed limit of anything? You know, that's the thing. It's like we should be going the speed limit, which I think we are.
That was up.
But
That was up. I got that.
these bikes aren't really roadworthy because they don't have a license plate, and they're not licensed well. But at the end of the day, yeah, everyone's pissed. At the end of the day, they can deal with it.
Just goes in.
I mean, there's not a lot of laws about e-bikes.
Crunch.
I would have pulled over and checked my bike and checked my leg. Ooh, we're gonna talk about this one. Probably a long video here. So look, here's the thing. You can't see anything. The headlights right here, yeah, you can see stuff. But when the headlights are pointing to the sky, maybe Starlink can see it. I don't know. But nobody else can see it. See how dark it is? So that car, obviously their headlights should have picked it up, right? But you're putting yourself in a terrible position for safety. And we're all over the place. We're taking up all 3 lanes. Guys, let's not do that. Let's not take up all 3 lanes. Because then something like this happens where last second they see him. So look at there, no brakes. Now the brakes. Just didn't see him. I don't want to take that risk. Let's all stay in one lane, especially on e-bikes where they're not that big and we're not going that fast, to be quite honest. Everyone stay in the right lane, left lane, whatever it is. Pick a lane. Or just don't ride on the road. But then again, they might not have like good bike lanes in Houston. I don't know. We have great ones in Tucson.
Just gets crunched.
It sucks. It sucks.
We're gonna get.
All right, so biker helps out after arriving at scene of car crash. So this is going to be a longer video. I hope you guys understand that. So if you don't know what to do, we do have rescue packs. We have everything in there. You see the rescue card. It's going to help you blood loss and then also the rescue booklet. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. I'm going to watch it all the way through so I can kind of pick up some information. A dust up, that means it just happened. You see the dust? It just happened.
God, please, please be alive. Please be alive. Oh God, please let them be alive. Please God, let them be alive.
Okay. I'm going to try to be quiet.
Anybody alive? Do you have a knife? Knife? Ma'am?
I got like a zit right here.
Holy there's blood everywhere. Babe, do you have a knife?
I
Oh.
can take it now. I don't have
Call
it.
the cops. Call the cops.
Very good.
Do you have a knife?
So watch out for traffic.
A knife? Anything sharp?
Now he's got a free knife. You don't need to.
Ma'am, are you okay? Okay.
He's doing great.
Right there, babe.
He's doing great. They're talking on their blue. Hey, that's
Buddy, is that a-
already.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this guy
Very
in
good.
the truck?
See how they're talking on their comm system and talking to each other and working with each other? It's like 2 people on an accident scene with radios, basically.
Oops.
We have Cardos.
I'm gonna let them know really quick.
Okay.
I have some medical experience.
Link in the description.
Hello?
20% off, I believe.
Excuse me, officer. I have some medical experience if they need help.
Perfect. That's so good.
So there's actually police officers on scene. They just pulled up, so I hung up because we have officers. Yeah.
Very good.
you.
He's got a trauma kit. You saw the guy right here? Or at least a first aid kit. Trauma kits and first aid kits are different. Yeah, I put it in the grass. Whatever. That way you don't have to run so far away. Hit the upper left corner or the bottom left corner. Stand away so that if you have glass come down, it doesn't cut your hands or your hand doesn't go through. So that works. There you go. Pull it out. That's what she said. Okay, the only reason why you want to get inside is that when he said that
Did you check your
lots of bleeding,
Is he okay?
You want to go ask them really
could be trying to control the bleeding because that's an emergency.
Okay.
So he's telling her to go over there, and if you need me, come get me. So this guy's cleaning up. That's fine. It's what he can do. Plenty of people here. Okay. Tell him to turn off the vehicle.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm kind of. My glasses got knocked off and I can't find them, so I can't see. Can
Okay.
I open my?
Yeah.
It sounds like the vehicle's turned off.
Would you like me to?
It just has the battery on. But still, turn off. You don't need hazard lights. You're in the ditch.
Are you okay, sir? Like,
I'm banged up.
I'd be
but
banged up, but
My
okay.
glasses got knocked off. I can't find them.
Okay. Well, we got medical coming here. I'm just gonna.
Got medical, yeah. Just kind of talking to the patient, letting him know he's easily not an issue, but
He says he's fine.
you never know who caused it. Maybe he caused it, and he had a medical emergency. Maybe kind of like went in and out. Diabetics tend to do that. Hey, we finally showed up. A-frame ladder on the side. What? Don't use A-frame ladders.
I think the guy on the
Oh, he's getting extrication.
adrenaline.
Extrication.
Yeah, he is. He absolutely is. But she
Might have to. The dash might have to.
is banged up bad.
Were they able to get the seatbelt off of her? His doors.
They're gonna do all that right now.
Both his doors
Yeah.
are stuck, so
You're done.
we're gonna have to pry it off.
Yeah.
Our job is until they show up.
He said he
That's
hit
it.
his head on the steering wheel. He lost his glasses, so he couldn't see. So I was trying to help him find his glasses.
All right, we can go. We
Did
can
you-
go, babe. The professionals are
Did
here.
you
There's no need
watch
to.
it happen?
Yeah. There was like we were way back there, and I just saw it. Boom.
Good job. Love, Nico Senpai.
See it.
Well, let's
Great job, guys.
They're here, so we're just in the way.
All right.
Let them do their thing.
Mhm.
Thank you, man.
Perfect. That was an amazing video. That was well handled. This whole accident scene, amazingly handled. Let's just kind of go over a few things. Not much we have to, but right away, what we have here is a dust up. So the moment we see this, that means it just happened. You notice that like less than a minute later, there's no dust. So if you see something like this, it just happened. And so what we need to be doing is remaining calm because it's a really crazy incident. So let's go ahead and watch.
Holy.
So he's starting to feel it.
Please be alive.
So right here, you're starting to feel that. Try your best to not externalize it. Try to keep it in. And the reason why you do that is because when you speak words out in the world, in exterior, and speaking it out, and so now you're hearing it and saying it and thinking it, you're reaffirming it 3 different times. So if you just have it in your head, but then you're able to speak, hey, everything's gonna be okay. We need to remain calm. I need to ensure my own safety. I got to stop major bleeds, and then we'll figure out the severity later. Remain calm, remain calm, remain calm. Maybe say that out loud, but think like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I did that as a firefighter. It's like, oh man. But then I just walked, stern face, got to do our work.
Please be alive. Oh God, please let them be alive. Please God, let them be alive. Hello?
You know what I want to do? I want to see, because they did blur it. So one thing I really like about Moto Stars is they do, everyone pretty much does this. Let's see. Senpai. All right, they got merch. Very good. Let's see what that person looked like.
Do you have a knife?
We'll just watch this one.
Hello? Is anybody alive? Do you have a knife? Knife? Ma'am? Holy fuck.
Oh, he blurred it. Okay, so we'll go back. No reason.
Is it ma'am?
So right here, what I want you guys to see, Nathan, go ahead and edit all that stuff. Take all that out. Nathan's our other instructor. But if you see like the massive mechanism, like just the damage to the vehicle, imagine that transmitted into the actual person. You can barely see it right here, EMS dudes. I don't know if that's spider webbing on the windshield right up there, but you know there's some spider webbing here, but that's from the airbags. So if you see spider webs, which looks like spider webs, like cracks in the windshield, like up here, more likely that's their head. So when he's like saying, hey, there's a lot of blood, typically that's gonna be scalpel injuries and they're just like bleeding everywhere. And it's pretty scary, but you have a lot of capillaries up here. You still have that mechanism. So you could have a depressed skull fracture, a bunch of different things. So when we talk about severity, quickly assess severity, flip the card over, disorientation, head injuries, disorientation, nausea, vomiting, they start to like be a little awkward and like basically drunk. So if you see like a spider web in the windshield kind of up, and not here because that's the airbags breaking it, but up there, that's the head breaking it. And then you typically see that with people not wearing seatbelts or improperly, they put them on wrong, or it's a very high impact, which this looks like. So maybe had a seatbelt is just very high impact.
Babe, do you have a knife?
Big vehicle.
I didn't take it. No, I don't have
Call
it.
the cops. Call the cops. Call. Do you have a knife? A knife? Anything sharp?
So I kind of want to point out something here. Look at the tire marks. Look at the front end damage. And then on the truck, it's the front end damage. But then you see this here. So my assumption is that this white vehicle, I could be completely wrong. This white vehicle ran here. The truck, ran here. And the truck was going this way. And they hit. So the truck probably had the right of way, no stop sign. That's why there's a massive impact. And then you have that vehicle accidentally run the stop sign or purposely, and there was a massive impact. And it kind of like hit and then hit the sides, and then the vehicle kind of came this way. The truck kept going that way because you see the damage. There's like debris over there. There's debris here. There's a little bit of tire marking here. And then if you see where it kind of ended up, you see a lot of this right here, and that could be from anything else, but you see a little bit of tire possibly. I could be completely wrong, but I love doing these little accident investigations when I come up to a scene, and it's usually after the fact, and you see how they kind of ended up here. You know, it could be either or. It could have been the truck running the stop sign, this person hauling booty.
Okay.
Oh, is there a cop right there, babe?
All right, so we have EMS on scene, so great job. So what they were doing, now he's remaining calm. They're having communication. It's very easy to remain calm once you know what's happening. So when you're coming up to it and you're starting to panic a little bit, just understand there's only a few things you can do. It's their emergency. It sucks if they die. It sucks if you can't do anything. But at the end of the day, what can you do? And it's for you to remain calm. So call 911 or tell someone to call 911. She's calling 911. Great. Love it. That you know for a fact somebody's calling 911. The guy that's running around said he had EMS experience, and he did in his video, I think he did a full after action, at least talking about it, so you might want to check him out. So love Nico Senpai. Check him out. Look for hazards. So we have traffic. You see traffic there. Wear PPE. So he's got motorcycle gloves on, but it's porous. You don't want to deal with it. So with the rescue packs that we give you, you can pick what size gloves you want. You get 2 pairs. So watch out for...
Yeah.
Okay, is this guy?
Watch out for anybody coming in and hitting you. Stop major bleeds. So there's that frontal impact. Yeah, it just happened.
Okay.
I have some medical experience.
There you go. Very good. You got some medical experience.
Hello?
So you see this guy running, the guy in the blue. Thankfully, he's looking for traffic, but you see the little panic in his run. Woo, big booty Judy.
Some medical experience if they need help.
Bald head. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Hair goes somewhere else. Anyways.
Police officers on scene.
So she's talking to EMS, and what I would recommend is you continue talking to the dispatchers until they tell you to get off. Now you can tell them, hey, we have some police officers on scene. They can tell you then, okay, go ahead and follow what they say, blah, 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 blah. But what you're doing when it comes to talking to dispatch is that they're going to relay that information to the fire department. So the fire department or the EMS department, whoever, ambulance service, wherever you're at, what's happening is that first they're going to go ahead and dispatch people, and they're going to go ahead and send them out to the location. That's one of the first questions they ask is, where are you at? What happened? Cool. We're going to send people out. And then they're going to talk to you again and be like, okay, what do you see? What's happening? How can we assist you? Usually computer-aided dispatch and Enhanced 911 kind of does that, where they're going to walk you through what you can do. And then you tell them, hey, police officers are on scene. They might say, I don't know. They might say, oh, okay, we're done. Thank you. We have everyone on scene. Go ahead and let the professionals handle it. Whatever they say. I don't know what dispatch says, unless they're talking to me. But that's what you're doing is you're continuing to talk because they might have more questions because these guys might not have all the information. They're working. They might not call it in. So you're actually helping out this situation by continuing to talk to dispatch. And that's what we have here in our rescue booklet, which comes with every rescue pack, but you can also order it separately. So how to talk to dispatch and what they're going to ask. So great little booklet.
They just pulled up, so I hung up because we have
Parole officers. Yeah, you get a little bit of shattering, but who knows? So very high mechanism. They can't get to the patient. Now at this point, we saw it earlier. We saw it a little bit earlier. That right there. So, hey, smoke's coming out. No, it's steam. Or it's not even steam. It's water vapor. Steam is invisible, guys. and it's also very, very hot. But this is water vapor. It's just water or whatever is hitting the hot engine block, and it's just kind of evaporating. And how you can tell is if it kind of dissipates. It just dissipates around here. And if it was smoke, it would just be continuing until it goes into the sky because there's particulates in it. So here, it's just steam. It's just steam. So don't panic like, oh my gosh, the car's on fire, until you actually see smoke and fire. You see how it's dissipating?
Honey, is that a cop?
See how it's just dissipating? Yeah. It's like a bald head that's super hot in snow, in a snowstorm. It's just like. So they're gonna try to break the glass, and you would only want to do that. This is like removing a helmet off a motorcycle crash victim. You don't do it unless they're not breathing, and if it's a full face helmet, and all these other things. So, I guess I should explain it because some of you guys are new. You don't take a helmet off a motorcycle rider that has crashed. Okay, you just don't. The only times you do. There's only two things. Two criteria. One, it's a full face helmet and they're not breathing. That's it. That's it. If they have a full face helmet and they are breathing, don't take it off. They're breathing. Maybe loosen the D-ring or whatever the neck strap, the retention system is. If they have a half helmet and they are not breathing, you have access to the airway. So it has to be, the only time you take off a helmet is if they're not breathing and it's a full face helmet. So that way you can have access to the airway. So in a situation like this, I'm leaving the patient in there. I'm leaving them in there. I'm waiting for EMS to show up, firefighters to show up, because they will do whatever their protocols are so that they don't cause any more spinal injuries, which is on the back of here, spinal cord injuries. And I would leave them in there unless it's an obvious life threat that they stay in there. So if they're bleeding like crazy, bleeding out, I'm getting them out of there so I can actually work on them. If the car's on fire, I'm not leaving them in there. I'm going to pull them out. It's an emergency and urgent move. But car's not on fire. Maybe they're bleeding out. I don't know. But I would leave them in there. If they were bleeding out, then yeah, we'll get in there. We'll stop the bleeding. We'll stop major bleeds. Might have to work within what we got, but yeah, I'm not going to mess around. So I don't want to break the window.
Is it not?
It's not that big of a deal. I can still talk to them. Also, try before you pry. Maybe they didn't check the door handle. But if you are going to break a window, go ahead and break it on the corners.
Break the window.
Okay, bottom left corner, yeah, you might do it, but then glass can fall in your hands. Upper left corner, great. You don't want to throw it all the way through because you might hit the patient. So be very careful. So right here, this is what I'm kind of talking about. We're going all in on this one. So he's hitting, right? Look where his left hand is. It's right on the metal part. Okay. So what usually happens with cops, because they want to be firefighters, is that when they do this, their hand goes through. And then once it goes through and you pull it out, you're just ripping up your flesh. It's okay. You did a great job. And so then they opened up the door. So the door was probably locked. And so he had to reach in and open it up. A hole punch would work, or not a hole punch, a window punch would work great in this situation. And don't worry about breaking the window. The car's totaled. The window's not going to mean much.
Okay.
The claims adjuster's like, well, it would have been fine. We could have taken it to the shop, but that passenger side window, no. And this is good. She's checking on the other patient, because you do have two patients. This one is not too bad, though. So you just want to make sure, have somebody stay with them, because they could be having a medical emergency. If this person had medical problems, like a bad heart, bad lungs, just whatever, that anxiety, high blood pressure, high heart rate could cause an ischemic attack. Could have AFib or something. So he's going to have some form of blood clot or some kind of issue with the heart. And so you want to stay there, because a very tough and stressful situation can be bad for somebody with medical history, especially if they're elderly.
Fine.
So very good. This was all really well done. I got excited when they're pulling out the extrication tools. And let me show you real quick. I saw it. And yeah. TNT Rescue, they got some good stuff. I remember using these things at the fire department. I think we had this one or something similar to that. And it's really cool. Really cool spreaders, cutters, combination tools. But now they actually have battery operated, which is amazing. It's a little bit heavier as a tool, but you don't have to mess with hoses. So that was really nice. All right. let's move on. That was a great job. Love Nico Senpai. He did an amazing job.
See, watch it happen.
I'm glad you guys rescued somebody. These are smart riders, everybody. Absolute smart riders.
See it.
The professionals are
Yeah, so Nathan, this could be a completely its own video.
let do their thing.
The rescue video this week. Maybe a 6th video for the week. Who knows? All right, critic of games.
Right here.
Whoa! Try lane filtering with that. Try lane splitting with that.
Hup.
Oh my gosh.
We've got these little spikes coming out of them.
Just be careful. If you can't lane split, don't lane split. Can't lane filter, don't lane filter.
You don't know the point of that, except to make.
Write in the comments if that's illegal where you're at. 'Cause I could have sworn that stuff like that's illegal. All right, Marcel from South Africa. Whoa, merging. You guys all know this. Look at our lane is moving, their lane isn't. People want to switch. The internet, go out, put a quarter in it. You guys saw it, right? Anyways, our lane is moving, their lane isn't. It's that pattern we see all the time, and the internet in the MTC Rider Academy is going. It's going away. All right, I need to stop pausing then. All right, Postales 477, MTO7 in Poland. Roundabouts are. Ooh, what? Roundabouts are intersections. Yeah, the internet's going crazy. Let me go ahead and reset this. Let's go ahead and restart. So have fun with this, Nathan. We're gonna have to make it work. But you at the MTC Rider Academy, guys, get to see this. All right, we're going through here. Intersections. Plan our ride a little bit. Whoa, got close. So we did pretty good with the position for safety. This is a location. This is a hazardous situation. Let's put that back on the board, because when we're in an intersection, roundabouts are intersections. They're just a different kind. So we're definitely going to be in orange stage, prepped and ready, covering our brakes, looking for escape paths, doing whatever we need to do, and then we're going to assess if there's any relevant threats. Now, this guy right here, right now, it's not. Okay, not right now. Okay, so what can we do here? Should we apply the brakes? No, we could, and then hopefully they're going to continue and not hit us, or we can accelerate. That's what we can do. That's all we can do. So we have to navigate this. This is definitely a red stage maneuver. We got to do something. Don't rev bomb. Get out of it. Get out of it. Extra sync. California. Whoa! Side of the vehicle. Hey, first available lane, buddy. Come on. First available lane. That's why they did that, because they knew they were turning left at the light. Still not good. We need to slow down. It's green, but it wasn't for a little bit. I don't like rushing through intersections. Especially if that just happened. What's going on with the internet? Are the rookies chewing on the cables again? Come on, rookies. What are you guys chewing on the cables? No. Hey, it's making it impossible to film this or to watch this. Let's go ahead and bring it down to 480. Because I got, like, what, dial up? All right, we're coming to here. Side of the vehicle. Did a great job slowing it down, figuring it out, and that was it. He actually did a good job. Why did we have to do this one again? I don't know. Let's make it 720 at least. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't be speeding through. All right, so we're looking through here. Pretty high traffic. Istanbul. Good. You found an escape path. I was going to say good swerve, but no. Found an escape path. Still not the best. We're trying to get through traffic and navigate through it instead of being a defensive rider, which I understand in some situations like this in different countries, you have to be aggressive to get through things. But still, you can be aggressive in position for safety. You can be aggressive and locate hazardous situations. You can be aggressive assessing and navigating situations. So you have to be aggressive in your escape routes and finding them. You have to be aggressive in your braking and acceleration and swerving. So you have to be aggressive. When it comes to defensive riding, you can actually plan out a space cushion. You can plan out, total stopping distance. You can plan out your progressive braking. You can plan out all that stuff. And that's why I like to go slower. But found it. You notice how this is all you need? If you're in a car, couldn't do that. All right, going through here. Nice little green. Same person? All right. Oh, hit a road surface hazard. Pothole. So pay attention to the road surface hazards. You see it. You see potholes all over the place. You see the discoloration? So this is what I'm talking about with the uncommon thing in a common situation. We're staring up here. Look at the horizon. You ever notice that if you look down at your phone, you're walking, you just don't know where you're going until you look up? Exactly. It's like the same thing if you're staring at your dash or your hands, especially as a new rider. You know, you're like, okay, did I do the clutch? Did I do the throttle? What speed am I at? You're not looking up. What you want to do is get to a point where you don't have to look at anything down here. You don't have to look at anything down there. All you're looking at is up here. And the reason why you don't need to look anything down here is because you've been practicing nonstop in a parking lot with the Smart Rider drills. You want to make sure that you're actually doing what you need to do. Get the drills, you get cones with it. If you get the package with the cones, you can just get the booklet. If you're here to have cones, it's fine. But yeah, stare at the horizon. Look at the horizon. So right now you can't see anything. So there's that discoloration. There's that uncommon thing, okay? Right here. This all right here looks clear. It looks clear. Once I see something discolored, once I see something uncommon, let's go and get that stuff out of the way. Once I see this right here, it's darker than the rest of this. I'm going this route. I don't know what this is. It could just be a plastic bag. Even then, I don't want to hit it. But if we're not paying attention, if we're just going for speed, that can happen. Got very lucky. Very, very, very lucky. Look for those uncommon things. Sifa Merit Simon. Okay. Yeah, see, avoiding things, presenting themselves. Is that considered reckless riding in Istanbul? Uh-oh. Meet. Is that considered reckless riding? I kind of do that. I guess it's all up to the... Man, I am balding. Jeez. Busted. Well, that sounds like it's the last clip. But so guys, go to the shop, go to the MTC Rider Academy, grab a cardo. Links for everything is in the description. Hope you guys have a great day. Hopefully you guys grab these donuts. They've been here for about 4 years. I'll see you guys later.